welcome everyone to Wake Up and Win Morning Motivation Podcast powered by, CTR Media Network. And this particular podcast is designed to fuel your mindset, elevate your business, your podcast or TV show, and inspire you to take daily action steps every single day. Each episode includes powerful insight, simple, actionable strategies that are very simple, a quote, a Bible verse for my people like myself who love a good old scripture, and a call of action to help you achieve success, whatever that means for you. I am your host, Dr. J. Ramsey, for Morning Motivation. I am so happy to be here with you on today. We have decided to make sure that we come live every single day so that we can give you the encouragement to go out and win on this day. Yes, yes, and yes. But before we jump into this topic, you know how we do it. I need you to get in the comments. I need you to smash that like button so that we can get those algorithms going so that more people can get this morning inspiration. Okay. So go ahead, like, follow, share, and comment so that we can say hello to you. Yes, yes, yes. And don't forget to subscribe because we do not want you to miss any of our episodes. Today's discussion is very good indeed. We're talking about faith over fear. Stepping into the unknown with confidence. Let's say that again. We're going to be talking about faith over fear, stepping into the unknown with confidence. You know, many times when we think of doing something new or trying something different, or however you want to put it, we don't necessarily have the confidence like we want. All that fear and doubt start creeping in. And so, being a Christian girl, kingdom driven, and I know personally that fear can start creeping up. And the only thing that gets me through is knowing and keeping faith in God to move me through. Okay. So, fear, when we think about fear, because it's a very strong emotion, and usually fear is something that you're worried about that has not happened yet, that you have no proof that it's going to happen. You're worrying about what if. I mean, that is a strong emotion. So fear only has power if you let it stop you, or if you allow yourself to start wondering and doubting and creating this monster that something is going to happen when it probably won't ever happen. You're just going through all the scenarios in your head. Excuse me, you're just going through all the scenarios in your head on all the possible things that could go wrong that make you not go into that next step. So what faith does, it's the complete opposite of fear. Faith, even if it's unknown, if it's unknown about a certain thing that you're trying to do, like maybe you want to start a business and no one in your family started a business before, or maybe you want to write a book or start a podcast or TV show, and you'll be the first in your family, and you don't have anyone directly to connect with to kind of motivate you that's close in your circle, and so it feels like, man, I don't know if I can do it, right? But you can. The beautiful thing about that is fear. Well, I would say faith is the opposite of fear. The beautiful thing about faith is that faith can move mountains, but you have to take your first steps first. Faith is the expectation of things that you don't know, right? And so I remember when I first wanted to start a business, when I first came into my mind that I was going to start a business. And in the beginning, I was not a person that had an entrepreneurial mindset, spirit. My husband was the one that always had it. I was really the one who tried to discourage him for having his own business because I felt it was unsecure. I felt that it was not something that was stable. It was like playing Russian roulette. And I was like, why would anybody want to be an entrepreneur where you have to, it's so uncertain. least when you go work for somebody, you know that you're going to get paid this much per hour. You're going to get paid this much. You're going to get paid this amount by the end of the week or every 2 weeks, depending upon how your employer pays you. You're going to get that 401k. You're going to get that paid vacation. You're going to get those sick days. You're going to be able to get health insurance. I was thinking about, entrepreneurship is just too uncertain for me. I don't even know. That's just, no. And then when I came to the conclusion that I wanted to become an entrepreneur, my husband supported me 1000%. However, being that I was the only one around in my initial circle, I didn't have anyone that I could like turn to about starting a business. And so what did I have to fall on? My faith. I had to believe in the impossible. I had to force myself when fear tried to creep in to keep on going, even when I didn't know what the result was going to be. And so that's why we're speaking about you need to have faith over your fear. I'm not saying that you're not going to have any fear anytime, but what I am saying, you need to learn how to overcome the fear now, that even when fear creep in, you dismiss it and work these skills right now so that you can be able to push through, so that you can be able to do what it is that you want to do. So I'm gonna give you 4 tips and strategies that you can use to help you overcome this fear and be able to switch it around and have that faith over fear. Number one, you need to take action even when you are afraid. Let me tell you a little secret. You think I'm not afraid on running a business? You think I don't get afraid sometimes when we are trying to be more innovative and doing something new to add more value to our viewing and listening audience, or to our current customers and clients, or sponsors or investors who have invested in the business. You think that don't scare me? Yes. But what is the difference between myself and maybe a person who allow fear to cripple them, to stop them, to paralyze them? I take action even when I'm afraid to do so. Even when fear try to come in, and even sometimes a little bit of doubt, I I dig that out like you would dig out a bad spot in a carpet, and I replace it. I replace it with what? I replace it with faith, baby. Because success don't mean, or trying to obtain success does not mean that you're not going to ever have fear. It doesn't mean that you're not ever going to feel doubtful. We all, because we're human. But the thing is, you need to learn how to take action, to be able to have these steps, to be able to overcome it, so that you can have courage, so that you can build through the movement and through the activities of what you need to do in order to step out into the unknown with confidence. Number three, or number two, you need to remind yourself that fear is temporary, but regret lasts forever. Let me say that again for the people in the back of the room. I need you to understand that and remember that fear is temporary, but regret lasts forever. How many of you right now in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s had something that you want to do in your 20s or your 30s, and now you looking at your life and now you wish you would have done it? You regret that you didn't take that leap of faith. You regret that you didn't try this. You regret that you did not fulfill or complete something that you started in your 20s or your 30s. How many of you? Oh yeah. Let me tell you something. Regret is bitter, sour. And to have to live with that, why do you think you see so many individuals, since the world now is more digital and we can go to college, we can go to high school, we can pretty much do everything online that we could not do maybe 10 or 20 years ago? We had to go to a physical building, go to a school, which means that it costs more to be on campus, whereas online is way more cost effective and affordable. Why do you think you see so many older people going to school, graduating from college, and they are 60, 70, 80 years old? The oldest one I saw was like 90 years old. Why do you think that? It's because they had regret that they was not able to finish 20, 30, maybe 40 or 50 years old. So now they taking the opportunity because they want to eradicate, they want to get rid of that feeling of regret because it has lingered and lasted all the way to their 60s, 70s, and 80s. And that's why they went back so that they can have peace. All right. Remember, fear comes and goes. It's temporary. But if you do not do what you know that you are set out to do, regret can last forever if you don't do something about it. Number three, focus on the possibilities, not the obstacles. We have the tendency to focus on the negative, all the possibilities of the things that can go wrong. The big what if. What if I can't afford to keep up these payments? What if I start today and I have to stop the next month? What if I what if I can't start the business this month? What if I start the business and I fail? What if I start the podcast but I don't complete doing it or I stop doing the podcast? What if something comes up, and I can't complete? Or what if I don't get that job promotion that I've been working so hard to get? It's the what if that's the fear of that stop us from doing a lot of different things. So I want you to stop focusing on the negative. And I want you, every time your mind is going towards a negative, I need you to stop that. And I need you to reframe it. And I need you to think about the possibilities, the positivity. Focus on the possibility of when you graduate from college, when you get that promotion, when you start that business, when you start that podcast or TV show, when you decide to finally take a leap and get married again, or take that leap and get into a relationship, even though in the past you had not so favorable relationships, allowing yourself to love and be loved. Okay, I need you to focus on the positivity, focus on the possibilities of if you push through, if you go and do that particular thing that may give you a little bit of temporary fear, but you decide to lean into faith over fear and you do what you need to do. Look at all the possibilities. Number 4, I need you to trust in God's plan for you even when you can't see the full picture. The funny thing about God is this: He'll give you the vision and He'll let you see. And the vision, more than likely, is this: you're going to see how it is in order for you to finish that thing, right? Whatever it is, whether you want to be an entrepreneur. So you're going to see the end goal, the end thing. You're going to see all the success. You're going to see all the things. You're going to see the idea. You're going to see all of this. But God don't give you, He don't let you see in between the process, which is the plan. He don't let you see the ups, the downs, the roller coasters, the twists and turns. Because if He revealed all that to us at one time, guess what? More than likely, we wouldn't even do it. Let me give you a Bible example for example. Think about Joseph. Now, God gave Joseph a vision in a dream that he was going to be a very powerful leader during his time. Matter of fact, at the end, Joseph was the second in power of command during his time when he was living. Now, with that being said, he had the dream, he had the vision, he saw what he was going to become, but he didn't see what happened in between. Think about this. If God would have said, well, okay, Joseph, I'm going to give you this power. I'm going to allow you to be second in command and leadership. People are going to be coming to you for aid and help. And you're going to be, but before you can even get that, your family your brothers is going to betray you. They're going to sell you into slavery because they're jealous of you. Not only that, but as you are working as a slave, the king's wife is going to approach you about sleeping with her, and you're going to say no, but you're going to get accused that you did something to her that you did not do, falsely accused. And then for that, you're going to be punished, and you was not even guilty. She lied on you, and you're going to get put in prison for a certain period of time. And then after a certain period of time, that I'm not going to let you know how long that period of time is that you have to be in prison. Then eventually I'm going to allow you to be the second in command, second in power. Now, mind you, he hear all that. Wait a minute. My reputation got to go. My family's gonna betray me. They're gonna throw me in this here pit. They're gonna sell me into slavery. Then I got to go to prison because I am falsely accused of a crime against the king's wife that I did not do. And now I'm thrown in this prison with people who committed all kinds of crimes. And now I got to go in here and be in this prison for I don't even know how long. And then eventually you're going to make me second in command? Okay. The average person be like, no, I'm not doing it. You can keep it because I'm not doing it. So the point is this, is that you need to trust God's plan for you. It may not always look the way you think it should look. It may not even pan out the way you feel that it do. But if you know that God told you to do something, go ahead and do it. Even if you don't have the full picture. Trust the plan, trust the vision, trust the dream that you had, because you already seen the end result. And if you do all the things, the small steps in between, eventually you will get to the big milestone. Let me give you a quote. George said this: everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Everything you have ever wanted is on the other side of fear. So the next time you get fearful of something, I need you to lean in. Is this the moment? If I push through this fear, will it take me closer or bring me closer to my end goal? Yes, it will. So when you have the tendency that you like, I just can't push through this fear. Yes, you can. Push through it, because remember, everything that you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And one of my, I heard this from one of my mentors, or he said, your success is always on the other side of what you don't want to do. All right. What's a Bible scripture that you can read that can kind of help you with this faith over fear? It's in Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Let me say that again. When fear try to creep in on you, remember the scripture at Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So on this day, I want you to step out in faith. I don't want you to allow fear to paralyze you. I want you to go on ahead to CTR Media Network, and we are here to help you walk boldly into your purpose. So download our app for absolutely free and take advantage of our 30 plus shows that we have, and watch and listen to the amazing guests and also our hosts that actually is helping you be able to work through any part of your life. We also have entertainment as well. We have workshops. We have homeschooling. We have a plethora of information. We even have short films. We have music videos. So go check it out on today. We have audio podcasts only, as well as videos. So you can watch us on television, Amazon Fire TV, Roku TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and you can also download our CTR Media Network app on your cell phone or electronic device. So go check us out on today. And I want you to know and understand that you can overcome, because faith over fear. We're going to step into the unknown with confidence. Okay? We're going to have faith over fear, and we are going to step into the unknown with confidence, because you need to trust the plan, you need to walk through it, and you do not need to allow fear to stop you. Have a great, amazing rest of your day. Make sure to go to www.ctrmedianetwork.com. And if you like these morning motivation, make sure to drop a comment in the chat and let us know whether or not you are watching or listening to this live as we are sharing it with you on today. Put hashtag live. If you are listening in on the replay, put hashtag replay. We appreciate all of you. Remember, sharing is caring. So share this live on your social media so that it can help encourage another person on today. So go out. You woke up. You did the first part. Now it's time for you to win. So go out there today, whether you work a traditional job, go to school, or you're an entrepreneur, go out there and win on today. I'll talk to you same time, same place tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.